There's some places that we think we know, places that get defined by just one single image. But so often, there's so much more hiding in plain sight. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of an absolutely incredible Indian state, Karnataka.
So, let me ask you a question. When I say the word Karnataka, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of people, it's probably one specific thing.
And I'm willing to bet it's this, the capital, Bangalore, right? India's famous Silicon Valley. And look, that's absolutely true, but it's such a tiny, tiny fraction of the real story. Because this state is a place of these amazing contrasts, where the super ancient and the hyper modern are literally living side by side. So let's dive in and uncover the real Karnataka. Okay, so let's start with the side we think we know. It's modern economic might, but as you're about to see, it is so much more than just a tech hub. Just to give you a sense of the scale here, get this. Over 400 of the world's biggest, most powerful corporations have operations here. We're talking a massive global footprint, making this place a true crossroads for international business. And yeah, of course, you've got the homegrown IT giants like Infosys and Wipro that everybody knows, but the innovation here runs so much deeper. Karnataka is a major player in aerospace, it's a hotspot for biotechnology, and it's a huge center for textiles. See, this is not a one-trick pony. This is an industrial engine firing on all cylinders. But okay, here's something that might really surprise you. Think about that cup of coffee you might be drinking right now. Well, there is a very good chance it came from here, because a whopping 70% of all the coffee grown in India comes from Karnataka. 70%! All right, so let's hit the pause button on the buzzing tech parks for a second, and let's jump in a time machine. Because this modern powerhouse is built on a foundation of ancient history that is just staggering in its depth. The history here isn't just old, it's ancient. We're talking layers upon layers, stretching back thousands of years. It's a story that includes some of the most important political texts ever written, and the rise of one of the medieval world's most incredible empires. So our first stop on this journey is the Oriental Research Institute. Now, this isn't just some dusty old library. It's basically a time capsule, preserving some of the world's most ancient knowledge for all of humanity. Inside, they have over 50,000 delicate, ancient manuscripts written on palm leaves. And this collection includes the original copy of Kautilya's Arthashastra, a brilliant book on politics and economics from the 4th century BC. That makes it one of the oldest books of its kind in the world. Okay, so from ancient texts you can hold in your hands, we're going to journey to a preserved city. I want you to just picture this, a sprawling metropolis back in the 14th century, home to 500,000 people, one of the biggest, richest cities on the planet. Well, that place was real, and that place was Hampi. Today, the ruins of Hampi are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for very good reason. This was the magnificent capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, a global hub for trade and culture that was just legendary for its incredible wealth. I mean, to walk through Hampi today is it's a surreal experience. It's this otherworldly landscape of giant boulders, and dotted among them are the stunning ruins of hundreds of temples, palaces, and markets. It's like a giant, open-air museum on an absolutely epic scale. So, we've seen a man-made empire. Now, let's switch gears completely and talk about an empire of a different kind, an empire of nature. Because Karnataka is also a guardian of some of the planet's most critical and biodiverse ecosystems. Now, the key term here is biodiversity hotspot. And that's not just a fancy way of saying a place has a lot of animals. It's a scientific designation for a region that is both jam-packed with unique species and is under serious threat. So protecting these places, it's a global priority. And deep inside the forests of the Western Ghats mountain range in Karnataka, there lives a creature so rare, so special, that you literally cannot find it living in the wild anywhere else on Earth. And this is it. The endangered lion-tailed macaque. I mean, just look at that striking silver mane. It's become this powerful symbol of the unique and frankly irreplaceable natural heritage that Karnataka is working so hard to protect. So, we've got ancient history, we've got rare wildlife. What's the thread that weaves it all together? Well, it's the state's vibrant living culture. And this living culture is on full display in its spectacular traditions. You've got the Mysore Dasara, this magnificent 10-day festival known for its grand processions of decorated elephants. And then there's Yakshagana, an ancient and powerful form of folk theater with these elaborate costumes and makeup that bring epic stories to life. It's incredible.
And the thread that binds all of this together, the modern tech, the ancient history, the unique wildlife, the vibrant culture, is the state's official language, Kannada. Even its script is just beautiful, a work of art in itself.
You know, what's so fascinating about Kannada is this kind of duality. It's one of India's classical languages, with a literary history that stretches back more than 1,000 years. But at the same time, it's a completely modern language, with a thriving film industry and millions of speakers. It's truly ancient and alive all at once. So when you think about it, our journey has taken us from ancient texts on palm leaves, a form of information technology really, all the way to modern tech hubs. We've seen lost empires, rare primates, and vibrant traditions that continue to thrive. It truly is a land of endless discovery.
And that brings our journey to a close. From the coffee fields to ancient manuscripts, from tech hubs to lost empires, Karnataka is a state of endless surprises. So I have to ask, what surprised you the most?